My friend has made a game and I'm taking a break to fucking play it. So I'm so happy. Right, so background. Some of you guys might know, but I went to university to study game design and game art, right? And I met my friend Mary on that course, like way back when we were young. Now, Mary is a brilliant artist, first of all, and she's been working on some of these concepts for a really long time, like these characters. And I've been tracking her wait, let me show you, wait. I have been collecting Mary's merch since forever, okay? Mary, I have your art from forever ago. I keep this stuff. I've been following you. I buy all your shit. I had cushions of your art. She's been working on some of these character concepts for like forever, and she had a web comic going. Here we go, Drugs and Wires. She had a web comic going called Drugs and Wires, and now she's made Dates and Wires, a dating sim. I'm so proud and I'm so happy. I actually had the honor of doing a bit of testing on this game. And now it's here and it's finally done, and I'm just over the moon. So yeah, I know I've been playing through Silent Hill 2, but we're taking a break because I want to fucking play this, alright? So deal with it. I'm so ready. Right, let's go. Look at them, they're so cute, right? Oh, look at them. Okay, let's go through the menu first. Okay, start about, let's look at about. Woo! Okay, it did that because my computer's weird. Okay, a dating sim in the dark, distant cyberpunk future of 1995. Confused? Intrigued? Dates and Wires is the official autonomy spin-off of Drugs and Wires, our long-running weekly webcomic starring Dan and the rest of these regrets. Right, hold on. This is Dan. Oh, I like Dan. He's cute. This guy. This guy's Dan. Wait, there's better pictures of him. He's not his best in that picture. Give me a sec. This is Dan. And this is Dan. I like Dan. This one is my favorite. I had this on my phone case for a long time, actually. Not in public. Oh, it's blurry. It doesn't zoom properly, but yeah, it's that. Yeah. Okay, so for more Cyberpunk action and decidedly poor life choices, check out the official Drugs and Wires homepage. So I think in this game, seeing as we've got all of those characters there, we might kind of be, I guess we're playing her from the webcomic, maybe? I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm wrong, Mary. We're someone who's going to this place to hit it off with these guys. I think it might be her. So let's go. I'm dressed, I'm ready. Let's go. Oh, hold on, souvenirs. Ah, okay. Oh, there's stuff to get. Nice. Music. Oh. It's Jack. Oh, look at this cutie pie. Why are you in the tape though? You can choose which tracks you want to listen to. That's cool. Midwestern teenage emo band. Yes. Every time. No, I'm not running the songs. Let's go back then. Okay, and then options, controls, and stuff. Okay, well, let's just start. Let's get into it. Okay, sometime in 1995. Oh, hello. State your first name for the record, please. Okay. Right, so this is my little thinking box, I guess. Sure. Default name, Ashley. Mary. Couldn't have done... Ashley. Mary. Pick the most default name. Sorry to all the Ashleys. My name's Saya. Yeah, let's go with me. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've been in Asia for a long time. After 8 hours crammed in ultra economy class, all I really want is a warm shower, a cool drink, and a hot guy to spend the evening with. Vibes. But first I have to get through customs, and that means getting the 3rd degree from a scary looking official with a massive list of questions. Are you entering this country on business or pleasure? Always pleasure. Yeah, I give the customs agent a curly wink. His face scrunches up in response. Me and this girl got stuff in common. Guess I didn't hire these guys for their sense of humor. Clicking his tongue, he looks back at my paperwork. Just stamp it and let me through. Are you bringing any of the following items into the country? Radioactive or biohazardous materials? Not that I know of. Organs for human Oh, human organs isn't allowed? Damn. Self-aware digital pets. Cigarettes containing more than 25 milligrams of nicotine. Counterfeit currency. Are they okay? My check bags though. CD-ROMs, it's been a while. Or other media harmful to the economic or political welfare of the Australian public or the physical, spiritual, and mental health of its citizens. Myself? I never do well in customs. And finally, by signing this document, you are legally agreed to hold the Australian government innocent from any injury, loss of life, or property incurred during your stay here. Yeah, alright. Sure. Quickly sign on the line, the agent points to. Anything to get out of here. Alright, let me through, mate. Ah, I got my visa! Korea, come on, man. Keep up. Give me my permanent visa. When my friends first suggested a vacation here in Stradania, I wasn't sure how to react. You do some weird stuff to get over a bad breakup, sure, but running off to an ex-Soviet republic that 9/10 of the known world won't even recognize as a country. You know, we all deal with stuff in different ways, don't we? The smart call would have been to find somewhere with warm weather, nice beaches, and most importantly, bottomless rainbow-colored rum kits. That would have been my choice. Said I'm here in... I don't Russian. Or... what language this is? A city whose biggest tourist attraction includes Pig Iron Museum and guided tours through a multi-acre garbage dump. Hazmat suits extra. On the upside, the tickets were dirt cheap, and I'm far enough away from home that I don't really have to worry about what others think. That's what I did. Instead, I can focus on the one thing that really matters. Me. Relaxing, having fun, remembering how to live a little. And if that means a few no-strings-attached flings with some of the local hunts, all the better. Like my Uncle Tate says, no regrets. No regrets. Love it. So I fire up my translation filters, flag down a cab, and get ready for an unforgettable night on the town. Fucking ready, let's go. Get fancy architecture or big historic sites. Every building I see on the drive is almost identical block of depressing concrete that looks like it'll collapse in a stiff breeze. Look, listen. When I moved over to Asia, I was expecting architecture and beauty and history, and what I got was big concrete blocks, so mood. But that's the point, supposedly. Everything here is so grim, run down and miserable, that your own life feels like a bed of roses by comparison. I love all this. I'm guessing this is all your background art as well, Mary, because this feels very you, so vibes. At least that's what my friends claimed, and I'm still not sure this whole setup isn't just one giant elaborate prank. After stopping by my hotel to check in and stow my luggage, I head out to my first stop of the evening, a club called the Icebox. All the travel guides I've read say it's the biggest and best night spot in town. Not that there was much competition. Word also has it that this is where the city's big org scene comes out to play. The kind of hip place where nearly anything can happen after a cocktail or two. The building in front of me, though, not hip or happening. Between those huge storage tanks and the weird pipes leaking gas everywhere, it looks more like a factory than a club. Well, yeah, you know. Have it all techie and stuff. Factories can make good clubs. But there's a decent crowd gathered by the entrance, chatting and sharing oily-smelling cigarettes, and I can hear the faint boom of dance music through the doors. Let's fucking go. Talk to the smokers, check out the building, head on in. We're gonna have a chat. There's an easygoing vibe to the crowd out here, so I figure I can take the opportunity to poke in and get to know some people. Kind of weird that everybody's smoking outside though. Maybe it has something to do with all those warning signs slapped on the wall. Yeah, maybe it's explosive in there. Who knows? An awful lot of them feature feature explosions. Oh well, may as well enjoy myself. Hey guys, how's it hanging tonight? I'm new in town and just then the club's front doors open and a burly, tatted up blonde with slick back hair staggers out, clutching the metallic stump where his right arm should be. Sounds like my kind of club. He grimaces as he braces himself against the wall, angrily adjusting his sunglasses. Sunglasses too. Sunglasses in a club, he's one of those. The reaction from the group is laughter? One of the younger smokers claps the guy on the back with a grin. You were lucky, that's all she took, bro. Sounds like my kind of club. Cyberjackers. My travel guides said to watch out for locals who drug careless tourists and steal their implants to resell on the black market. Guess Blondie's their latest victim. Good thing I don't have any implants worth stealing. Hopefully. Yeah, just won't tell them. They might not notice. I decided to make my exit and let the others get on with ribbing Mr. One Arm for all he's worth. I think I'm about due a drink after all that. The front door is covered by a bouncer, a tough-looking woman, nice, with a pitch black mohawk and an elaborate dragon tattoo wrapped around her left arm. Let's fucking go. Thankfully, she only gives me a quick once-over before waving me through. Guess I don't really worry too much about IDs here. Pushing through the front doors, I enter the icebox, ready for my first taste of the nightlife. Vibe. What are these? Honestly, I dig this club. Look at this dude, just chilling. Paint thinner. Which turns out to be an unexpected blast of cold, smacking me in the face as soon as the doors swing open. There's a sharp chill running through the entire club, just a little too intense to be comfortable. Guess that explains the name. Icebox. Are we going in here? Not that anybody else seems to mind. The dance floor is packed with locals and tourists, happily swaying away to the pulse of the music. But the temperature is not the only thing that feels off. The walls of the icebox are lined with frosted over glass tanks, all filled up with weird gooey blue liquid. And buds, I guess. And each tank has a life-size mannequin bobbing around inside it. Oh, it's a mannequin. Just barely visible through the blue sludge. Nice as it is to see actual colour in music, if they were aiming for a cool sci-fi vibe, they missed by a mile. The whole setup is just creepy. No, I'm here for creepy. Creepy's good. Did that mannequin just wink at me? Ah, it is alive! Okay. So, yeah, alright, not just a mannequin. I quickly step away and hustle over the bar area, hoping a bit of alcohol will set me straight. I'm greeted by a handsome man in a strange, rubbery protective suit. They're really pulling out all the stops with the theming. Hello, Jack.
Howdy, Pilgrim. What's your pleasure?
Their voices? Glancing over at drinks menu, I'm confronted by a sea of cocktails with names I've never heard of. Fortunately, the bartender seems to sense my uncertainty.
First time in the icebox?
Yes. First time in the country. I just got off the plane a few hours ago. The bartender nods knowingly and reaches for a bottle from below the counter.
Well, let's get your visit off to a proper start.
Yes, sir. He begins mixing ingredients, half humming to himself as he moves from one bottle to the next. Finally, he slides a glass over to me.
I call this one the login screen. My own recipe.
Thank you.
Don't worry, it's on the house.
I like him. I take the glass and sip. Can't exactly place the flavors, but it's sweet and strong, and before I know it, I've got a good buzz going. I relax a little, checking out the various liquors lined up on the bar shelves, though mainly to stop my attention from drifting back to those freaky tanks. No, I like the freaky tanks actually. They're cool. I'm all about the freaky tanks. Wait, in the cooler is that? Yeah, this little dude. I like him.
So, what brings you here tonight?
Just feeling the vibe. The sudden question jolts me back to the here and now. I was hoping to meet some guys, maybe let loose a little.
Well, you came to the right place. Especially since we banned Vlad from the premises.
Oh, he sounds like fun. Vlad, who's Vlad?
You'll know him when you see him.
Sounds like fun.
He tends to sneak in around closing time to creep on desperate foreigners. Don't worry though. Our crew knows exactly how to handle him.
He's one of those, is he?
Anyway, looking for any type of man in particular? I might know a few of our regulars who could fit the bill.
Alright, so... let's see. Someone flamboyant or... chill. It's one extreme or the other. Nothing in between. Good question. After all, half the fun of a vacation fling is trying something new, right? I scan the rest of the club, seeing if anybody catches my eye. Ooh. Oh, the handsome bartender. I do like Jack, actually. The thin blonde reading a book. That has to be Dan. Is that Dan? I'm gonna ask about Dan. Daniel! I nod towards an emancipated blonde sitting off to one side. He's absorbed in a book and has a kind of distant look to him. What, Dan? Fancies himself a bit of a philosopher. Not exactly my idea of a good time, but if you've got a soft spot for lost causes, he's your guy. Oh, I do. He's nice and cute. He's chill. I like chill vibes. Chill vibes are nice. Oh, I can ask about all of them. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna ask about all of them. Stern-looking guy with the vest and the sunglasses. Wouldn't be my go-to, so I'm gonna leave him till later. The cocky-looking guy with the flowing pink hair. Chill or flamboyant? These are my two. Oh, he's cute. Tell me about pink hair on the other side of the dance floor there. Oh, shit parade. Not a bad guy as such, but he's addicted to getting a rise out of people. Most find him a bit much to handle. No, fine. Alright. The hunted looking man with the glasses and the ponytail. Oh, glasses and ponytail seems nerdy. Yeah, alright. I like nerdy. It's cute. Is that a dog bone? Is that a DS? What's up with the intense looking one with the specs? I read that as Speedos for some reason. That would have been a different... No, that might have been the same game, actually. They call him the Sandman. Good comic. Kind of a closed book, that one. I know he's some type of hacker. I read that as hooker. What's wrong with me? But not much more than that. He's not really the clubbing sort, so I'm guessing he's only here for business. Don't expect too much from him. The buff-up fashionista in the expensive clothes. No, not about that. Is it my handsome bartender? What about you? Me, I'm just here to keep those drinks coming and maybe offer a firm shoulder to cry on. Depends how the night goes, really. Oh, where's your voice, babe? Oh, come on. That can't be everything, can it? I like her. Jack gives me the slightest smirk. Maybe not, but a man's gotta keep at least a few secrets for himself. Alright. Who should I ask about? Actually, I think I'm good for now.
Are you sure?
There's a couple of nice guys who usually hang around the back. Thanks, but I'm all set. Well, you're the boss.
I'm Jack, by the way.
Hello,
Come
Jack.
back and see me if you need anything.
Yes, sir. If you need a refill or advice, will do. After finishing off my login screen, I head back out to the dance floor, ready to mingle. I take a minute to check out the crowd, trying to find my opening. Everyone's taking it. Wait, can I go back? I can.
I'm Jack.
Yeah, I love you, Jack. Hold
Are
on.
you sure?
I'm gonna go back and just look at them. I should look at them first, shouldn't I? Before I judge. Okay. How about the guy with the sunglasses in the far corner? You mean the fixer? Tough customer. He's totally hopeless snob and weirdly obsessed with tape. But beyond that, nah, probably best to avoid him altogether. Alright, that buff up fashionista. I do like his arm, actually. Hey, the cut cyborg with the fancy techwear? What's his story? No cool. No cool's his handle. Him and his crew show up here about once a week. Takes his fashion a little too seriously, but at least he tips from time to time. Alright, now I'm good. I've seen everyone. Yeah, I think I chose well.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am. Can you just call me the boss?
I'm Jack, by the way.
Okay, will do. Okay, ready to mingle. Okay, I take a minute to check out the crowd, trying to find my opening. Everyone's talking and laughing in little groups and having a great time by the looks of it. So I move from conversation to conversation, keeping an ear out for one I can casually butt into, but no luck here. It's all football, local politics, and where to score the cheapest tip. 10 minutes of aimless wandering later, the only thing I've managed to do is make myself feel even more lost and out of place. Sounds like me. Ready to go home, see my cats. Maybe I should just cut to the chase and approach one of the guys I was looking at with Jack earlier. But which one? Okay. I love me some Dan, but I'm gonna go with the pink hair boy. Shit parade. It's a younger looking guy with a soul patch and a wild pink mohawk set up a booth in the other end of the club. He's working through a row of beer cans and seems to be having a great time doing so, judging by the grin on his face. I've got a good feeling about this one. He seems like fun. Can't go wrong with coloured hair, eh? Oh, he's cute. Still trying to figure out an icebreaker as I walk towards his booth, but he's already on it before I can even open my mouth.
Come on, no need to be shy. Plenty of room for everybody here.
Oh, you're cute. You sound kind of Irish. Look at me picking the Irish one. I take a seat. I'm Saya.
A pleasure. I'm Igor. My friends, however, like to call me Shit Parade.
Igor, but your friends like to call you Shit Parade. And he's not Irish, he's still American. It's a shame. Igor. Okay, why? If that's what your friends call you, what do your enemies use? He's cute. It's a very pleasant kind of sound I wouldn't mind hearing more of.
It's just the title of a column I used to write in a local VR zine. Bad trip reviews, like fucktastrophically bad.
That's some fucking word. Oh, you're a writer? That triggers another laugh. I do like a guy who doesn't take himself seriously.
If you want to be fancy about it, probably more on the money to say I worked through my inadequacies on paper.
Alright, good stuff. The last part is delivered with a knowing wink. Good to know. Though I think I'll stick to Jaeger, if you don't mind. Like the booze.
More power to you. You into VR at all?
Yeah, sure. Sure, I like a good sim every now and then to bust some stress. Mostly the spa programs. You know Hot Stones 3?
I can't say I do, but I'll admit, my tastes are very singular.
Oh, what are you into, sir? Singular in what way?
It might be easier to show instead of tell, especially if you've got an implant. Ever wanted to broaden your VR horizons a little?
Never turned down a new experience. Let's go. Almost sounds like an invitation. I'm not really the romantic type, honestly. Sounds like fun. Let's go. I might be convinced to.
In that case, you're in luck. Meet me out front in 10. We're gonna go hit a salon.
Sweet. Am I gonna leave with pink hair as well? Jaeger leaves me hanging for a few minutes extra before he finally rolls up. He's in a Jeep. Oh, you're in a wheelchair. Oh gosh, I feel like such an idiot. Worse, he's noticed me staring. For fuck's sakes, be cool.
What's up?
Nothing. You're perfect. Sorry, I didn't actually realize you were...
Disabled? Hey, if it makes you feel any better, you can just say you were distracted by my dazzling line of repartee.
That was it. Distracted by how good looking you are. No. Works for me. Doesn't even matter, mate. Dazzling, huh?
I can also accept effusive or charming. I'm easy like that.
Alright. Charming it is. You're really a writer, huh? Effusive it is then. No, well, I went with charming. But yeah, no, okay,
Right
effusive.
on. Let's get this disaster on the road.
Let's go. Before I can question him, Jaeger is already rolled off towards the parking lot, chuckling to himself. Let's go. Ooh. Nice. Mary, this is what I picture your bedroom looks like. Finding a cab to accommodate Jaeger's chair takes a little doing, but eventually we're dropped off at a glitzy neon-lit shopfront across the street from a department store. I'm digging this vibe. Sleek letters above the entrance identify the place we've just entered as Digital Serenity. Oh, I should do my voiceover voice, shouldn't I? Sleek letters above the entrance identify the place we've just entered as Digital Serenity. I've been to my share of VR salons. Oh, this is a salon, okay. To VR salons back home. And this one feels more like a bad mini-mall than cutting edge of technology. For a start, every square inch of the place is soaked in this reddish pink mood lighting that makes me feel like I'm drowning in my dad's old lava lamp. The only thing more overwhelming than the lights is the smell of cheap pine-scented air freshener that hangs in the room. Oh, trauma. The VR stations themselves are rows of glossy loungers, each with its own computer and headset. It's meant to look cool and futuristic, but it mostly makes me think of a dentist's office. I settle down and wait for Jaeger to finish checking us in, trying my best to get comfortable. The loungers might be sleek, but they aren't anything but they're anything but ergonomic. At least he's paying. Mean. Jaeger rolls back from the check-in desk with a big 3-ring binder, and in his hands a wicked gleam in his eye.
Hey.
Oh, here's the trip catalog. Take a look through, see if anything jumps out at you. I can give you a few picks if you're stuck. And don't worry about the prices, we're all covered for tonight. Aww, you're babe, thanks man. He smugly flashes a little plastic card, embedded with Digital Serenity logo. It looks like he's an employee. It's an employee ID, but there's something off about it. Were you fired last week? Well, whatever, none of my business, I guess. I open the binder and take my time flipping through the badly Xerox trip descriptions, conscious of Jaeger's eyes on me. Which one do you want to do, babe? There's no sign of the kinds of sims I'd occasionally treat myself to back home. Here. No Mystic Grotto, no Featherfall, no Wild Snake River. Looks like Stradanians prefer it a little rougher. If names like Sniffing Glue or Millionaire Orgy are anything to go by, let's go to Millionaire Orgy. Having trouble deciding? Nah. Orgy. Go. It's not so much that. Most of this stuff just sounds a little too extreme for my tastes. She's weak. She's not me. Check towards the back. That's where they keep all the random garbage from the ass end of the Dreamspace BBS. I follow Jaeger's advice and skip to the end of the binder, where the descriptions start getting shorter and the typos a lot more noticeable. The names aren't exactly grabbing me though. Tundra Truck? No Tundra. They're called My First Trip, Monkey Shock. Here, why don't I pick something to get you warmed up? Thanks, it's kind of a lot to take in. Never fear. I know just the thing. Punches in a 3-digit selection code on my terminal, then unhooks the VR headset and hands it over.
Alright.
Let's fucking go. Okay, all systems are a go. Buckle in and hang on to your hat. Things are about to get crappy with the capital crappy. Alright. Pull down the headset and adjust the straps. It's bigger and heavier than the ones at home, but sits comfortably enough. Woo. Vibes. With that done, I plug in my implant and wait. There's a short pause as the system boots up and begins loading the trip. The startup sequence, ooh, funky. Startup sequence wraps, depositing me on a glowing path suspended in the middle of a kind of digital abyss. In the distance, the path snakes into a giant purple sphere, then onto somewhere, disappearing into the darkness. My guess is that this was supposed to be a mindfulness sim, or one of those fancy exploratory trips my therapist keeps trying to push on me. But after all of Jaeger's big talk on the way over, I was expecting something a little more impressive. This just looks like somebody's first attempt at VR. Sighing, I take a step forward on the path. Maybe the inside of the sphere will at least be... well... Before I have a chance to react, the path under my feet starts turning itself inside out, stretching and twisting and straight up exploding around me. Ah! I try to step backwards, but any movement only seems to tear the sim world up further. Rainbows pour out of the cracks until all I see is wild color, getting brighter and brighter. Oh. Don't think I've ever been this glad to see an error message before. I'm reading this. Please shut down the computer. Okay. Ah! Oh god. Oh no. Every gamer's worst nightmare. How do I get out of here? Mate, take off the headset. Suddenly the trip shuts down, leaving me staring at a blank screen. Woo! So, what's the verdict? Hit blue screen, mate. Can't bring myself to lie. That might have been the worst trip I've ever been at. God, woman! Like, phrase it better, though. Like, mate, sorry, hit blue screen. To my surprise, Jaeger's grinning from ear to ear. Right? Shitty sims are a dime a dozen, but mystery sphere trips. Trips? A whole other ballgame. If they ever make a Hall of Fame Uncut VR suckage, it'd be a shoo-in. So you do that on purpose? I mean, how'd you manage to F up your virtual object pointers so badly that you crashed both the system and the headset? You've got to work to shit. Oh, you got to work to shit the bed that badly. First time I ran it, I ended up sucking down like half a bottle of vodka afterwards just to make the humming stop. You did this on purpose. I don't suppose you've got any of that vodka on you? No can do. They keep a pretty tight leash on outside drinks here. You up for another one? Eh. Charming as Jaeger might be, I'm not exactly thrilled by the idea of spending the rest of my evening being subjected to crappy VR. Maybe it's time to nudge things onto a more intimate direction. Nah. Let's do more VR. Can I pick the next trip? Okay, one more. But I picked this time, and you're joining me, right? Thanks! Okay, I take my time leafing through the big trip binder, looking for something with a bit more of a romantic atmosphere. Nothing too blatant, of course. Gotta play it cool. I don't want my trip... Oh, I don't want to tip my hand yet. I just need a sim that's cozy enough to set the right tone, and then... Yeah. Oh, this one sounds like it might be nice. Sunset Beach? Who's it by? The Escapist. Dan? Oh boy, all I'm gonna say is don't get your hopes up. Don't be mean about Daniel. Something about the little chuckle at the end of that sentence makes my blood run cold. What? No, we like Dan. I'll wait for the system to boot up, hoping I've made the right choice. Then again, it's a beach simulation. Seriously, what could possibly go wrong on a VR beach? Oh, this ain't bad. After a bit of chugging, the trip finally boots up, and I find myself standing at the edge of an ocean, lit up by a setting sun with funky music. The water shimmers in a strange shades of magenta and blue, reflecting the skyscrapers across the bay. Yeah, I'm on a beach, mate. Cats. It's clearly meant to relax, but no, it feels quite right. Like the whole thing was built by somebody who'd never seen an actual ocean before.
Hey!
Hey, where are you? Jaeger is relaxing by the water's edge, letting the virtual tides lap at his feet. He looks pretty content, all things considered. Gotta say, this little easier in the old brain box than Dan's usual fare. It's kinda nice, actually. Oh, the sound's cracking up. Don't you dare tell him I said that, though. I'll never live it down. Don't worry, it'll be our little secret. I settled down next to him, taking a moment to just enjoy the calm. So I was thinking, maybe after this we could grab In an instant, the seaside is gone, replaced by something a red, writhing mess of flesh and static, and I'm back in Silent Hill 2 again. What the hell was that? Well, Jaeger, that's called Silent Hill 2. I look around, but whatever that disgusting mess might have been is gone now. Sorry, I didn't think, it's fine. One of Dan's trademark bad acid-fueled breakdowns probably just ended up in the trip recorder by accident. Just caught me off guard, that's all. Guess I'm just rusty in my old age. Old? You? Come on, you're... Oh, we're back. Simulation lurches again, and we're back in the middle of the meat palms. And glitched out water. Worse, something's watching us. Something big just behind the horizon. What, that eyeball? What is that? Oh, hello. I hear Jaeger's yelp somewhere behind me as a grinning skull breaks through the sim, growing and growing whilst I frantically hammer at buttons trying to force the program to quit. Whew! One of my desperate key combinations finally shuts the sim down. I can feel a migraine starting to come on, and a bad one from the feel of it. Oh, we need some caffeine to get rid of that migraine, eh? Even Jaeger seems a little shell-shocked. It's off-putting to see him at a loss for words. You okay?
Man.
Yeah, it just brought back some bad memories. I guess the original trip data got corrupted when Dan had his accident. Oh, Daniel. And they never bothered to check it. Accident?
You know...
Ancient history. I don't really want to get into it right now. It's fair. The long and short of it is that some very bad shit happened to a lot of good mind trippers. Me included. I wasn't always like this. Like what, babe? Sure. No problem. Sorry to bring it up. This is awful. All I wanted to do was get a nice romantic mood going. Now everything's turned into gloom and doom. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, I was ruined dates. There's got to be a sim in this binder that isn't a complete horror show. Oh, should we risk it? Should we do one last trip? Or get go? No, but then we're going to leave on a bad note, right? Let's do one last trip. I looked through his trip catalogue one final time, determined to find something nice and romantic that'll get his data back on track. The more descriptions I read, the more I get the feeling that most of these sims are deliberately awful. I'm about to give up when I stumble across an entry marked Room for Two by a tripper called Terminatrix. What happens in these four walls is between you and you alone. Take your time and discover each other as you explore what your heart truly wants. Sounds perfect. How about we try one more trip before we call it a night? I found one that looks good. Sure, as long as it's not another one of Dan's freakouts. Don't worry, I think this one's going to be a lot more relaxed. Alright, hit me. Alright, babes, let's go. In spite of everything that's happened so far, I've got a good feeling about this one. Alright, let's get things warmed up a bit. Figure we can find a nice restaurant in the area and see where things take us. Oh. Giving way to complete darkness. Alright, well. Guess this is coming too. For a second, I'm left wondering whether there's an error in the program. Then I realize that this isn't complete darkness. The faintest glimmer of light visible, like I'm wearing a blindfold. Alright. I tried to move, only to realize that something's securing me in place, and pretty firmly to boot. Did you get strapped into the chair then? Jaeger? Yes, Saya? What you doing? I can't see him, but judging from the slight snicker in his voice, he's certainly amused by the situation. Me less so. No, this is fun. Don't know what you're talking about. I tried to move my simulated arms again, but they're bound tight. Oh, am I tied up? Where are we? Well, I'm no expert, but judging by the chains and the whip... judging by the chains and the whips and medieval-looking accoutrements, I believe we're in what the general populace, oh my god, might refer to as a sex dungeon. Okay. What? Why? Okay, just to be clear, these are not my reactions. Don't ask me, you're the one who chose the trip, remember? Oh my god. Can't hit the exit prompt fast enough. What? No, don't exit. This is hilarious. Go for it. We wanted a good night. Why not? Sex dungeon sounds great. Mercifully, the trip shuts down almost immediately. I don't think I've ever been this mortified in my life. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I hope you didn't think that was I mean, not quite what I choose for a first date, but hey, sometimes you've got to pull yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Now seriously, the description made it sound all nice and romantic and not that. Oh god, at least he's laughing again. It happens. Though just for further reference, keep an eye out for the little asterisks in the trip's name. Those boys usually meet and things are gonna get spicy. Good to know. Thanks. I don't have long to marinate my embarrassment though, because just then a loud shout sounds out from over by the sound checking desk. There's a police officer talking to the receptionist who's emphatically and angrily pointing in our direction. Oh no, we're not supposed to be here, are we?
Oh, crap.
Alright, let's go. It'd take them at least an hour to flag the ID. Guess they're getting smarter about their security again. I knew there was something off about that badge. What's the penalty for scamming free trips with a stolen employee card? Oh, normally they just bar you from this island, but did you and I have a bit of a, you could call it a history? And you're just rolling off. So I'd strongly suggest making a beeline for that fire exit. It just... Alright. I don't know how foreigners do it in Stradanian jails, but I really don't intend to find out. Jaeger barrels out of the salon and I hustle after him. Alright. The fire exit drops us back onto the street and I can hear shouting behind us, but I don't dare to stop and look over my shoulder. I'm having a hard enough time keeping up with Jaeger. I'm really starting to regret dropping track and field back in the day. Jaeger notices I'm lagging and stops, waiting for me to catch up before motioning to me.
Come on!
Hop in? Where? The running steps behind me get closer. I quickly climb onto Jaeger's lap while he flips open one of the armrests on his wheelchair, revealing a handful of switches. He flicks one and we immediately lurch forward, rolling down the sidewalk at a surprisingly decent speed. Nice. Had a pal install this for emergencies. The battery shits itself after a few clicks, but it's one hell of a ride while it lasts. He's not wrong. The buildings whip by in a blur as we rattle down the crackled and crumbling sidewalk, and it isn't long before our pursuers disappear into the distance. After we put a few more blocks of breathing room between ourselves and the salon, he shuts the electric motor off again. My heart's racing at about 1,000,000 miles a minute now. Oh, VR enthusiast! Yay! Do you do a lot of this sort of thing?
You know...
Not really as much as I should. Haven't had as much fun in ages. Oh. Gotta split up though. The couples usually get bored after half an hour or so, but you never know when they'll decide to take it personally. Yeah. Probably a good idea. So, some night, huh?
Oh, it's been a hoot. Thanks for indulging me. And if you ever want to try a private sim or two, I might be able to hook you up.
Alright. Or, you know, we meet in person. That's fine too. As long as it's not another mystery spear.
I absolutely cannot promise that. But give it a think over, eh? I'm in the icebox most evenings.
Alright.
Or just give me a call, and let's see where the night takes us.
Am I getting a phone number? Good. We'll see. Thanks, Jaeger.
Anytime.
Aw, little cutie. Yay! I got his phone number now. I know who to call if tonight doesn't work out. Why am I so mean? He's lovely. Looks like Jaeger enjoyed your company. Why not call him tomorrow? Alright. I managed to flag down a cab and make it back to the club. Oh, I went back? Alright. By the time the taxi pulls up in front of the icebox, I'm recovered and ready to mingle again. All the same, I think I'm done with VR for a while. Yeah, man. Thankfully, there's still plenty going on. I head straight for the bar once more, figuring I can grab a drink or two while I plan my next move. Alright. I'm gonna hit the bar again. Get myself a drink. Hello, baby Jack.
Welcome back.
How's your evening going? Yeah, not bad. Not getting off to a great start, but I'm still an optimist. Yes, please. Oh, for sure. Something fruity. Fruity and strong. Towel and slides it over. Fortified, I head back into the club. Alright, let's see. Who am I going after this time? I want to talk to Jack more. Jack's cute. Aww. Unless you're just looking for an excuse to come talk. Yes! That's exactly what I'm doing. Hey. Should I try one last time? Oh, okay. I'll go talk to other people. Maybe he's not ready. Maybe it has to be the second date. Okay. Should I try Dan? I might try Dan. Let's try Dan. My eyes are drawn back to the thin, blonde man sitting in the corner all by himself, head buried in a book. He looks a little isolated and adrift himself. Seems like he'd know what I'm going through. It's settled then. Take a deep breath and walk over to his table. Hi, mind if I join you? He looks up from his book, bewildered.
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. I know you, Dan. I know you. No, I'm new here, actually. I flew in earlier today, and I was looking for a fun, wild place to have a drink. And this bar was in all the guides, so...
Ah, so you're a trash tourist then.
Thank you. Thanks, it's lovely. Trash, well, that's a bit rude.
Sorry, it's just that people usually come here looking for horror stories to tell back home, so they show up and pester us just to get a reaction.
Oh, alright, well, you know, not bad. Pester you? Oh no, I'm not here for anything like that. I'm just looking for company. Sorry if I bothered you.
No, it's fine, really. Here, have a seat.
Alright. He hastily puts his book down and shuffles over to give me more space. Good. I sit down next to the blonde, and give him a reassuring smile. He immediately lowers his eyes. Looks like I picked a quiet one. But thanks to Jack's cocktail, I'm more than happy to lead the conversation. I'm sorry, by the way. He cautiously shakes my hand.
Daniel. You can call me Dan, though.
Daniel's fine. So, Daniel, Are you here with anyone?
Not really. No, I came here with a friend because she said she needed help picking something up tonight and wouldn't take no for an answer.
Fair enough.
15 minutes after we arrive, she steals some barfly's cyber arm and runs off with it. Now I'm just killing time until she calls me and tells me where to collect her, as usual.
She was the girl that took that guy's arm at the start. Okay. I must have been the poor sap I ran into on the way in. Dan doesn't sound too concerned about it though, more irritated than anything. Guess that means casual cyberware theft is just a part and parcel of a Friday night out and around these parts. Yikes. I should probably be a bit more careful. Killing time, huh? What's that you're reading? I look over at his book. The title says DIY Detox. As soon as he notices me staring, he stuffs it into his jacket. It's alright.
It's my friend's.
No judgment here, mate. You're fine.
So how's the icebox treating you? Having fun?
Ah, it's alright. Bit loud. I can tell he's not much for small talk. Oh, sure. Jack seems nice. Yeah, I keep trying to talk to him and he's like... And his cocktails all have such fun names. Burnt wires, black ice. Do you have any favorites you'd recommend? He scoffs. You're here too, mate.
With those price tags?
Oh.
No thanks. You're mostly paying for the funny name, and Jack doesn't even come up with those himself.
We're just dissing Jack now. So, you're not a fan?
The best way to describe this place is all style, no substance. At least they tolerate Borgs. But now I usually don't come here.
Oh, why are you here tonight then?
You can barely hear yourself think with all this awful club music.
That's what I was saying.
Never mind carrying on a real conversation.
It's too loud. That's what say soulmates. I enjoy his jacket says spinny copy. Wonder who that references. So, what's your go-to place?
There's this one called the Abyss Cafe. My friend hates it, so usually I just go there by myself.
Cafe's more my vibe.
But there's live music, decent coffee, and unlike here, you can smoke inside without causing an industrial accident. Someone I know is playing tonight too.
Oh, sounds cool. I like live bands. Let's go. Yeah, sounds like my kind of place. Let's go. He hesitates for a moment, looking unsure. Mate, let's go.
Would you like to come then?
Yeah. Let's go. Wow, is he asking me out? Yeah, man. Vibes. I'm a little caught off guard, but why not? He seems like a sweet guy. A little on the lost side, but who isn't? I'd love to. Let's do this.
Great. Let me just go talk to someone real quick and then we can get going.
Alright. I'll be at the door. I finish my drink and then go and wait for Dan by the club entrance. I'm beginning to think he was right about the icebox. It's way too chaotic for any kind of real intimacy. I'm more than ready to get away from the non-stop Euro dance and head somewhere cozier. Hey! Dan finally shows up a few minutes later, looking surprisingly upbeat. His eyes seem brighter and he's a little more relaxed. Yeah, it's nicer out here. I guess asking him out was the right move after all. Some guys just need a little attention to bloom. Yeah. I smile and take him by the hand. He says nothing, but doesn't pull away either. I'm parked just over there. Oh, you drive? Sweet. So, who do you need to talk to? Oh, just some work stuff. Don't worry about it. Alright. Work stuff at this hour? Look. Whatever job you do, it's your business. I'm a courier, so sometimes I get last minute pickup requests, things like that. Fair enough. Don't worry though, I think I'm off the hook for the night. Now let's get going, shall we? The drive is longer than expected, taking us past dark, empty parks and blocks of half-abandoned apartments with boarded-up windows. We're almost on the verge of leaving town altogether when Dan finally pulls over next to a battered-looking shack of a building with spray-painted signage. My heart instantly sinks as soon as I spot the words Abyss Cafe. This is Dan's idea of a date spot. Okay. She's not mean. She's judgmental. I don't like her. This is nice. I like this place. This is a vibe. Horror Tuesdays in the back. Yeah, look at this. Horror Tuesdays. Here, look, this is nice. The menu is coffee. The inside of the cafe isn't much to write home about either. The place smells of mold, cigarettes, and stale beer. And the bare brick walls are plastered with old flyers and rude graffiti. Vibes, man, vibes. But I bite my tongue remembering what Dan said about trash tourists. No, tonight I'm gonna try to see the good in things and people. Besides, what's not to love? Right, get into it, man. There's mood lighting, candles, cozy sofas with only a bare minimum of weird, suspicious stains, and above all, privacy. Glancing around, I realize we've almost got the entire space to ourselves. Nice. This is why Dan wanted to take me here. I can't help but blush at the thought. Shall I get you a coffee? Yes, please! I actually don't drink coffee, but the menu says coffee, so, you know, when in Rome. Coffee at this time of night? Oh, I don't sleep anyway, it's fine. Glance over at the cafe's menu board for alternatives, only to discover that one item listed is in fact coffee. Yeah, I know it's not much of a selection. They lost their alcohol license a few months back, something to do with illegal poetry nights. But the rest is good. Aye. I've got a little something extra if you need it. He opens his jacket, giving me a peek at a beat-up hip flask. Surprise alcohol! Well, as they say, when in Rome. Or in Yusk. Yeah. Ask about marshmallows. Nah. Take a black coffee. I've got black tea right now, actually. 2 black coffees coming right up. Thank you, sir. I pick the cleanest and comfiest looking couch at the back of the room and settle down to wait. Moments later, Dan returns with our cups. Oh, don't you want to sit closer to the stage? Oh, are they starting now? Alright. I honestly hadn't even noticed the dinky area with the tiny projector screen at the other end of the room. Right, he mentioned something about live music earlier. You're gonna miss all the visuals over here. Come on, let's move to the front. Yeah, alright. I reluctantly follow him and we settle down in front of the screen. As we wait for the show to begin, Dan kindly pours a generous dash of surprise booze into my coffee. After a moment's hesitation, he decides to spike his own too. Eventually, a homeless-looking guy wheels out some equipment and starts wiring it together. I was expecting a guitar, maybe a piano, but none of this stuff even looks like instruments. Unsettling synth music starts pouring out of the speakers. For a second, I think the setup is malfunctioning, but judging from the crowd's reactions, this seems to be right up their alley. Is this the music? I turned to Dan to comment, only to discover he disappeared while I was watching the setup process. Minutes pass and I'm starting to get more and more uncomfortable. Even the hooched up coffee is barely distracting me from the racket. By the time Dan finally slips back into his seat, I'm more than ready to pull the plug on this evening. His performance is like an anxiety attack in stereo. Hey Dan, can we maybe... I look over, only to realize that Dan's closed his eyes and is now slowly swaying in time to the electronic gargling blasting from the speakers. This is how I feel when people like drum and bass. He seems absolutely absorbed by the noise. I desperately wish I could say the same. A moment later, the beeping finally stops and I breathe a sigh of relief. Dan leans in and taps me on the shoulder.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up, babe? Check it out, he's about to play my demo. You put your demo... Okay. Your demo, that's cool. What kind of music do you, Mate. Oh, God. Wow. Okay. I look at the stage and instantly regret my decision. The projector has started flickering through the wobbly series of blotches at high speed, splashing violent colors across the wall. After about 30 seconds of this, I can feel the beginnings of a brutal migraine, a second migraine this evening, gathering in the back of my head. Meanwhile, Dan appears to have blissfully melted into the sofa. What am I even doing here? Nah, let's tough it out. Look, I'm all about experiences. It's a new night. We're doing new things. Let's go. My inherent politeness wins out and I decide to at least stay until the end of Dan's track. At least I hope it's only one track. God help me if he's got an entire album of this stuff queued up. Okay. I finish off my spiked coffee and stare at the patterns on the projector, desperately trying to tune out the music. Slowly the visuals start pulling me in. In fact, the longer I watch, the more the noise and static start to transform into real sounds and images. So I let my mind wander, feeling a kind of freedom I've never felt before. Nothing around me matters anymore, but in a fun way? See? Vibes. I'm almost contemplating going into Shavanasra on the floor when Dan... What? I don't know what that is. Shavanasra on the floor when Dan's voice pulls me back to earth. You okay there? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just... How long has it been? About an hour or so. Cafe's closing in 15. We should start heading out. An hour? Wow. Did I fall asleep? Yeah, sorry about that. I guess I'm more jet lagged than I thought. No worries. Oh, he winked. That's cute. No worries. I get it. It says pretty intense for a beginner. I see him smile for the first time. It's a good look on him. Yeah, he looks cute. Okay. New souvenir unlocked. Dan's demo tape. Nice. I'm getting gifts. After a last round of coffees, we make our way back to Dan's ancient car. He's offered to drive me back to the hotel, and now I'm seriously weighing whether to invite him up to my room. On the one hand, it's a perfect chance. I mean, that's what I came here for. To go on a fun adventure and find a cute guy to hook up with. Still, I'd kind of like to get to know that guy first, and Dan's given me nothing so far. So far, he's either been dodging all my questions or just spacing out. We're almost at the car when he suddenly breaks the silence. You know, I fully expected you to leave halfway through that show. Nah, I'm about the vibes. The thought certainly crossed my mind. You did? So why did you even take me here? What? He lights up a cigarette.
I don't know. I think, in a way, I maybe wanted this date to go badly.
Alright. Well, I'm still here. What? Why? What's wrong with this guy? No, this isn't how I think. It's alright. I'm still here.
I don't know. Maybe I thought that if I set myself up to fail, I won't have to worry about being disappointed. Or something.
Nah. Just chill. Be yourself. It's fine.
Plus, it gives me an excuse to get fucked up afterwards.
True.
Sorry, I'm just rambling now. I'm glad you stayed. Sorry if it sucked.
Nah. It's vibes. We're all good. It didn't actually. At some point my mind just went somewhere. Yeah, I can't really describe it. I think it was like that thing we do at the end of the yoga class where you meditate, but like better. He lets out a chuckle. Aww, look, he's so cute now. See? Just chill. Give people time, man. I guess that's one way to put it. You know, I used to make VR trips for a living. Oh, we know. Out-of-body experiences, that kind of thing. Wait, could it be? Was your handle The Escapist by any chance?
What?
Yeah, it was. How do you know? Because, yeah, we just did it. I ran into one of your Sims at a VR salon earlier tonight with this guy named Jaeger. Oh no, he's judging me now. Dan's eyes narrow. Shit parade? Yeah, you know, I think Jaeger's suits him better. Sorry, I put my teacup down. Yes. I'm guessing you know him. He certainly seemed to know you. Yeah, because he spent something like 6 months solid bashing my trips in that shitty design column of his. So, did you two have a good laugh at my expense then? Jesus! No! I was the one who picked the trip in the first place. It was this beach sim. Sunset Beach? Yeah! And it was actually pretty relaxing until it started throwing up these crazy glitches. The whole thing really freaked Jaeger out. Me too, honestly. Dan's expression softens. This conversation seems to be dredging up a lot of tough memories for him. That trip was never meant to be shared. I built it for some random job way back when, but my ex-girlfriend, took a shine to it. So it then became a place for the two of us. That was before the accident though. After that, I couldn't really do VR anymore. What happened? Now I just listen to harsh noise and get high hoping it'll do the trick. Sometimes it does. Sorry. Dan suddenly went from not saying anything to showing a bit too much. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. No. Mary! This is not how I would respond and think about people. Oh, it's fine. Let him vent. People need it sometimes. By now we've reached Dan's ride. A gently rusting Soviet-era relic with an electric blue paint job and the equivalent of a lawnmower engine under the hood. I steal a glance at Dan as he struggles to unlock his car. He looks so sad and worn out. Doesn't seem right to leave him alone like this. Would a hug help, or a drink, or maybe something else? No, we're not gonna jump his bones now. He's chill. Let's quit while I'm ahead, maybe. Not for tonight. Let's quit while I'm ahead. Or should he be? He shouldn't be alone, should he? Look, I can invite him back just to chill. Oh, should I make it weird? Oh no. Quit while I'm ahead. Can give him a call tomorrow. Oh, I don't know. Don't hate me, Daniel. Right, I'm gonna invite him back. But if there's an option, I'm not gonna jump his bones. I'm just gonna be all like, look, let's just chat, let's just chill. You know? Give him a play. No, don't give him a playful look. Give him a chill look. Like, hey, listen, let's chat. So, would you like to come back to my room with me? It's not much, but it's got a pretty decent mini bar. We could have a few more drinks and see what happens. He hesitates for a second. Yay! Okay. Come by! Nice. Okay. Alright, good. Right, we're gonna be chill about this though. We roll up to my hotel a short while later. Seizing the initiative, I hustle him out of the car and into the lobby elevator. I like pushing him into my room. Jesus. Doesn't seem like my enthusiasm is catching on though. Right now, Dan looks like he'd rather be anywhere but here. Let's see if he's okay. Let's see if he's okay. We're not gonna... This isn't the right time. Hey, is everything okay? Yeah, it's fine. I just need a drink, I guess. Dan's back to avoiding eye contact with me. Maybe a one-night stand isn't the best idea after all, from what I've seen. He's clearly not in the right state of mind. Yay. I agree. Give him a reassuring smile. It's alright. You know, we don't have to do anything if you're not really feeling up to it.
I don't know.
No! This whole night would have been for nothing. No. That's not how this works. No. We're friends now. It's cool. We're chill for tonight. Hate to feel like I've wasted your one weekend in the country. No, you ain't. It's cool. That's not true. I've enjoyed your company. It's not nothing.
Thanks.
Right. Yeah, no problem, Daniel. So, what you say? Do you still want to come up for a nightcap? We can just talk about, I don't know, music or whatever else you like. Sure, why not? Nah. So it seems like the longest elevator ride ever. We finally reached my room. Let's just vibe. Let's just vibe out. As promised, I take into the mini bar and I'm about to take out a bottle of red when Dan stops me. Actually, I think I'll have a soda. Good lad. Just a soda? Hey. Stop. Just a soda? Yes, just a soda. Be chill about it. Leave him alone. You seem pretty on board with something stronger just a few minutes ago. Don't do that. Don't gaslight him into it. Soda's fine. Yeah, whatever makes him feel more comfortable, I guess. With a shrug, I pour us 2 glasses of Pepsi and settle down next to him. Guess it doesn't make that much of a difference, seeing as I already broke my 3-day sobriety streak. Aww. Ah, yeah, you put the stuff in the coffee. Aw, babe. Wait, you've been trying to quit drinking? I'm sorry, I had no idea. You see? You don't know people's situations, man. Well, not just drinking. There might have been some other substances, too. Oh boy, that DIY detox book he was reading suddenly makes a lot more sense. So then, that work call you got at the club. Yeah, that was my dealer. I fucked up, didn't I? Sorry. Was it because of our date? Did I do something? No, it's not about me. He hesitates, clearly not wanting to hurt my feelings. No, it's not you. I'm the one with the problem here. Who goes off in a cocktail bar with a full hit flask when they're trying to get clean, right? Yeah. I just got anxious and needed something to take the edge off. And my dealer, well, he was right there, so it's alright. You can still get rid of it if that's what you want. Guess I'm not ready to get back into the dating scene just yet. That's fine. No problem. Hey, I understand. I just got out of a bad situation myself. I know it's not easy putting yourself out there. Still, you've gone on a date and survived. The start, right? Yeah, maybe I could try going on one sober someday too. Yeah! I'd like that. How about a daytime date next time then? No drinking, just sightseeing. He tries his best to hide it, but I see a little glimmer of excitement in his eyes. Aww, little cutie pie.
Seriously?
Next time? Yeah, you cute. In that case, maybe we could visit the Museum of Contemporary Art. Nice, I love art. Or the National Gallery. Sweet. Or the State Library, or the other library where they keep all those brown sci-fi books. If some mob hasn't burned it down yet. Down for all of that. Then there's this indie cinema just around the corner. Wait, I'll show you before I go. Got a pen? Yeah, you see, he's cool, he's fun. I hand him a ballpoint and a city map I picked up at the airport, then spent an informative 5 minutes watching him cover almost every inch of it with elaborate notes and directions. Eventually, he stops writing and turns over his handiwork with a slightly self-conscious expression.
Sorry, got a little carried away.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, hope this helps. There's all sorts of stuff around here that you won't find in the guides.
You little gem. Thank you. Oh wow, thanks Dad. This is really helpful. Yeah, it is,
It's the least I can do.
Oh, Dan's map. Oh, I want to see this stuff. This is cute.
I mean, I guess you can go see this stuff by yourself too, but I wrote down my number in case you get lost or something.
Oh, he wants to come.
Well, anyway, guess I better leave you to it and head back home. Think I've had enough nightlife for tonight.
That's fine. You go chill for a bit. Last few hours have been a roller coaster, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little sad to see things end, especially now that Dan's actually starting to open up. We've got tomorrow, Saya. We've got tomorrow. Guess so. Thanks for staying.
No problem. Take care.
I like him. You too, Dan. Stay safe out there. I gave him a hug, long enough to thoroughly absorb the cigarette smell of his jacket. Though that's the least of my concerns right now, and I sent him on his way. I can't fucking read. A few minutes later, I hear the unmistakable sound of Dan's car misfiring out of the hotel parking lot. Through the window, I watched him drive off into the night. Is this my hotel room? Dang, it's old. Really hope he'll be okay. He'll be fine. Oh, cute. His offer tomorrow. Okay, so I have another offer for tomorrow. Alright. After a bit of hesitation, I decided to ask if the sales reception called me a cab back to the Icebox. I'm not quite ready to turn in and just keep sitting around getting hammered off my room's minibar. Seems like a very sad and expensive way to end the night. Right? Things are still hopping out on the dance floor. I take a minute to scan the crowd and figure out where I want to go to next. I might get a chance to just go to everyone. Jeez. What's Jack doing? Hey, baby. Jack's in with another patron when I return to the bar, but favors me with a little smile when he spots me. A minute later, he's over by my stove with a mixer in his hand. Still having trouble? Not that you're here. Oh no, I thought it'd be easier than this. Chin up, there's still a few hours before closing. How about a CD-ROM? Yeah, right. Sounds good, hit me. I work my way through the cocktail and set off to try my luck once more. Can I not? I want to talk to Jack. Get more of the club. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay. Should I chat with everyone and see how it goes? I don't know how far to stream and stuff because, you know, obviously I want other people to play this game, so I don't want to play everything, right? So, I might cut some bits. so that you can't see everything. That might be good, right? Should I do that? I'm gonna cut some bits. Alright. Crawl is more the accurate word. After everything that's happened this evening, the only thing I want is another strong cocktail from Jack. Damn right. And the first available cab back to my hotel. I need a rest after that. But Jack's not his usual spot or anywhere else for that matter. What? I need my cocktails after what's happened tonight. Y'all didn't see it because I'm cutting it. Crap, I guess his shift must have ended. Ah, you said you'd be here. Tasper's almost empty at this point, and a few people still lingering in the booth. Look about set to pack it into. I think I messed this game up. I think I forgot everything. Oh no. I think I messed it up. So much for my big night out. Didn't get nothing. Nothing. Ah, I'm not good with this stuff. Okay. Am I just not good at dates? Am I really bad at flirting? I don't know. I'm about to head for the exit when I suddenly spot Jack coming out of one of the employee-only doors. Jack, you look amazing! He shook the strange orange uniform from earlier for a vintagey get-up, and all I can say is, yow. Damn right. Between the form-fitting pants and the fancy waistcoat, he could easily be a cover model for one of those cheap airport bookstore quality romance novels I totally don't have 3 shelves of.
Heading out for the night?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm done. I'm just going back to my hotel to, sleep things off.
I take it your evening didn't exactly go as planned.
Yeah, no. No, it did not. Not really, no.
Sorry to hear it.
Well, still time to make it better, Jack. I shrug, trying my best to look composed about it. That's fine, really. Everybody has a bad night once in a while. He smiles. Not the practiced customer-friendly smile he's been giving Icebox patrons all evening, but something warm and real.
In that case, why don't you join me for dinner? I know just the place.
Yes. Yes. After all that, wow, okay, sure. No, it's Jack. We're going. Really? I'd love to, as long as it's not too far out.
Oh, it's not far out at all. In fact, it's right here in this building.
Is he gonna cook for me? In the Icebox? Don't tell me that they've had a restaurant tucked away in here this whole time. He's gonna cook for me, isn't he? Then again, that would explain why the place is so freakishly enormous. Maybe I'll get lucky and find out they've got a secret spa, too. Sure, sounds great. Lead the way, Jack. Of course, let me just check to make sure security's got everybody else out. Ooh, am I the only one left? Jack digs into one of the cupboards behind the bar and pulls out a flip phone. He stares at its screen for several seconds with almost comical intensity, and then taps a few keys, then a few more. Does he not know how to use a phone? He's developing a frown that seems to get deeper with every button press. Is everything okay there? Well, it is rain, just having a little trouble with this thing. Here, let me take a look. He reluctantly hands the phone over. Looks like the keyboard's locked. So what was up with all that button mashing? I unlock it and bring up his messages, then hand the phone back. He looks at me most reverently. How did you do that? You just select unlock here, and then hold down the hash key to unlock it.
I see.
Yeah, the bottom left that has hash. That one. Yeah, okay. It's a new phone, still getting the hang of all the features. Alright. Getting the hang of how buttons work. Okay. It's fine. I guess it's been a long day for you too, huh? Oh, I have no idea. He checks over its text and then clicks the phone shut and turns back to me. Alright. Looks like we're good. Shall we get going? The rooms you've seen so far are just the tip of the iceberg, or should I say, the tip of the icebox. Aha! I see what you did there. I see. Might be just drunk enough to find this funny, but Jack is on thin ice with that pun. Thin ice? See what I did there? Wait, god damn it! Because I just did. Okay. Usually the lower levels are strictly staff only. We're not big on guests down there. Down where, darling? Where are we going? But for you, I could definitely make an exception. Okay. Just one last thing. He ducks behind the bar, stands again and rummages underneath the counter before pulling up a long black strip of cloth. Are we going to that sex dungeon that I VR'd about?
Sorry to be a pain, but I'm gonna need you to wear this.
Alright. A blindfold. Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright. I look up at Jack. His gaze is serious but reassuring. Alright. It's a bit early for blindfolds, but okay.
Well,
I know what it looks like, but some of our back office setup is a little touchy, and we don't want to draw the wrong kind of attention. Alright. Nothing personal, but I've got to look out for the rest of the family. Family? I promise I'll bring you back in one piece. Okay. The family, yeah, right? What does he mean by that? The way he's framing it makes it sound an awful lot like some kind of mob operation. Well, he's dressed for it. And that could mean just about anything. I'm getting a seriously bad feeling about this. Confront him or play along. Oh god, I did say I'm about experiences, but dunno. You know what? I'm keep hitting my table. You know what? I've had a shit night. I've had bad luck with all these dates that I keep messing up. So, play along. Sure. I nod my approval. Jack walks up to me and gently covers my eyes with the blindfold. So for the second time tonight, I find myself with my eyes covered and no idea what to expect. Yeah. Been one of those nights. When I loaded up that weird BDSM trip back with... That's what I was thinking about. When I loaded up that weird BDSM trip back with Jaeger, I felt awkward and uncomfortable. Now, with a real blindfold over my eyes, clinging onto Jack's hand as he guides me through twists and turns of the icebox, I feel safe. Though still very aware of the dubious life choices that have led me to this point. Hopefully I won't regret them before the night is up. After a few twists and flights of stairs, and the longest elevator ride of my life, even longer than the one with Dan, it seems like we finally reached whatever mysterious destination Jack had in mind. Okay, you can take it off now. Are those heads? I do as he says and open my eyes. The first thing I see is a cozy table for two with candles, plates, and multiple sets of cutlery, just like you'd expect in any decent restaurant. And then the heads, rows and rows of them lining the walls, some well preserved, some practically skulls. So they're real heads then. Okay. Okay, now look at Dan's arm though, because he's all He's got a scar here. Is he a zombie? He's a zombie. I bet he's a zombie. Or, oh, is he like Dr. Frankenstein? Okay. He's got these heads for some reason, right? Okay. What the hell?
Sorry.
Sorry about the backdrop. It's hard finding unoccupied spaces in here. Is that where this whole fucking factory is? Is it just... Okay. These guys came with the place and we try not to disturb them. Bad omens and all that. There. Honestly though, if I bought a setup like that and it was full of like decapitated heads in jars and stuff, would you throw them away? Well, probably would. I would not throw them away. I would keep them. Because it's cool. I don't know about the laws around it, but I would totally keep them. I'd name them. So they're real. And the bodies in the tanks upstairs. That's right. All of them were live humans once, a long, long time ago. Sweet. Like a really weird museum. He wistfully looks up at the heads, almost as if he knew them personally. This is getting a bit too much to handle. Still, I've got to know. And how did they end up here? Well, no, the icebox wasn't always the icebox, you see? Back in the day, they used to call this the BJ Lazarev Advanced Low Temperature Laboratory. It was a lab, okay. They had scientists carry out all sorts of experiments on people down here, mostly involving things like cryogenic preservation. Okay, that's kind of cool. Some of these guys were already dead when they got here, some were willing to give their lives for science, and some didn't have a choice in the matter. Awkward line. Are any of them still alive? More than you'd think. Oh, we've lost a few over the years, but most of the original equipment is still holding up. That's pretty cool, actually. Well, some of these back here are alive. Look at this guy over here. Oh, here. Yeah. We try not to advertise that part too much though. Technically, the gear here is all government property, meaning they could seize it at any time. Fair. But anyway, that's ancient history. Now it's just home. I also have skulls on my shelf, so I can't judge. Jack seems entirely unfazed by the creepy decor, and the equally disturbing story behind it. Wish I could say the same. You know, honestly, I'm alright. Well, enough of that. You must be starving after everything you've been through tonight. Yes. It's been a long-ass night, Jack. God, don't remind me. This whole evening's been embarrassing enough. I mean, what was I thinking with those guys? Aw, no need to be embarrassed. I, for one, am glad one can be a bit more adventurous in this day and age, compared to how things were in the... Are you ancient? Are you really old? He's a zombie. Look at his arm. He's cut up. He's a zombie. And he couldn't use a phone. He couldn't use a phone. He's old. He's ancient. He's a zombie. Ah, finally the food's here. Sure enough, a strange hooded figure slowly approaches our table carrying a gently steamed tray. The shabby robe they're wearing covers almost every visible feature. I can't even tell if it's a man or a woman under all that. All I see is a glimmer of round glasses under the hood. Jack sighs audibly. Hey, Alfredo. I thought I told you to smarten up a bit. Don't you see we have a visitor? The figure mumbles something back. Guy sounds like he lost his voice there. I can barely make out what he's saying. Okay, I'll give you more notice next time. Let's just get things served up now. Alfredo staggers closer to the table and starts setting out our meal. Disturbing as the ambience might be, the food itself looks and smells delicious. It's pasta with plenty of greens and garlic bread on the side. Yes, here for it. But my eyes keep darting back to Alfredo. His movements are slow and shaky. Every motion seems to take genuine effort. He's a zombie too, just like Jackie here. Is he okay? Oh, just a bit of a cold. Nothing to worry about. I told him to rest up earlier, but he just won't listen. Hey, care for some wine? Alfredo just restocked our cellar. I can have him bring over a few bottles for tasting. That triggers more disapproving grumbles from the looming figure. Hey, your zombie doesn't want to serve us, mate. Sure, why not? Wine sounds great. Actually, I should slow down on the drinking. I've had a lot of cocktails. Jack sighs as he watches the roadsman shamble off to fetch our drinks. Poor guy, still acting like he's the prohibition. Like it's the prohibition. Of course, back then we were mixing the stuff from fermented grape jelly. You couldn't get wine this nice unless you knew the right priest or... You know, we should probably start eating before things get too cold. Back then, Jack looks like he's in his late 20s, early 30s at most. How could he possibly... Oh, hope you're okay with vegetarian cuisine. You tend to lose your taste for meat after you've hosted your own 3rd or 4th cryopods. Yeah, no, that's fine. I understand. I get it. I actually prefer vegetarian cuisine. But I'm sure Alfredo's got some chicken stashed away somewhere if you'd rather... No, Jack, it's okay. Pasta's great. No, I've got to ask her. This won't stop bugging me. This might sound ridiculous, but I have to ask you something. Shoot. How old are you? Perfectly reasonable question to ask. I'm 28. Really? You seem older. That came out less polite than hoped. Jack stirs in his seat but doesn't budge.
Well...
You see, in Stradania, living here tends to take a toll on people. Though personally, I like to think I'm still in pretty good shape. Or am I? No, you look great, Jack. Say that. No, you look great. It's not that. It's just, you act old. I mean, you can't even work a flip phone. You're talking about the prohibition like it was yesterday in that outfit. Why am I dissing his outfit? His outfit looks amazing. We all have our quirks. Me, I happen to be a bit of a history buff. Cool. For a second I thought I was going to get a straight answer out of him, but now that he's regained his composure, it's back to smiles and evasion. I'm not buying it. Not after seeing Alfredo move like an octogenarian. There's a lot of words in this. Definitely not after all the other little slip-ups. All I need is to find a way to put him on the spot. Okay, next question. Fixer would be so proud of me right now. Oh, am I quizzing him? Can I ask him his email address? What's your email address? Alright, what's your email address?
Huh?
Bingo! Looks like I've caught him off guard. Logograd Street. Oh, why am I being mean to Jack? Jack's cute. Leave his little zombie butt alone. No, not your actual address. Your email. You know, the address you use on the internet. Who's got time for an internet? I'm a pretty busy guy, Saya. A place this size doesn't exactly run itself. Even if I wanted to visit internet, I can't exactly... Jack, come on. You don't know what an email is, do you? Oh, baby. Not really, no. Oh, why am I bullying him? Well, now I just feel bad, right? We're so close to figuring this out. Should I keep pressing? There's only one... Oh, I can't cut him some slack. Look, whatever it is you're hiding, you can tell me, okay? Look at it this way. I'm just a tourist here. In a few days, I'll be gone. And no one's ever going to be the wiser. He hesitates for a minute, mulling my argument. I've got a point, right? My real age is... 90. You look amazing. Give or take. Birth certificates weren't really an exact science back then. 90? I knew he was older than he was letting on, but this is unreal. Alfredo and I had a little accident out in the Bering Sea. We spent a few decades bobbing around in the ice before the Russians fished us out and started studying us. From what the locals tell me, we were quite the sensation in science circles back then. Frozen solid, but alive all the same. And nobody had the faintest clue why. They used to have school kids drive down by the busful to come gawk at us. At least before the lab was set up. After that, things started to get more serious. Personally, I'm glad I wasn't conscious for any of it. Wait, you mean you were a test subject? Like them? That's probably why he lives here then, isn't it? Oh, bless him. I look at the wall of severed heads again. The idea of Jack's face bobbing around in one of those jars chills me to the core. Aww. Oh, well, he does have a nice face. It would make sense to preserve it. Yeah, well, at least I got to keep my head, which already made me luckier than those poor soaps. True. What about Alfredo? Alfredo was my accomplice. Unfortunately, the ice didn't treat him as well. Never mind the damage from the retrieval process. But he's a great cook and he still kicks my ass at poker every week. That menacing hooded figure, great at poker. The more Jack tells me, the more questions I have. Wait, hold on a second. Accomplice? Accomplice to what? Well, mostly just hawking illegal booze, some other less savory schemes we're not proud of. We did what we could to survive. That's fair. That's fair. That's what started this whole mess, actually. We were up in Alaska to collect a shipment from one of the suppliers when things went south. Who would have thought I'd still be slinging drinks 6 decades later, eh? Not quite the retirement I had in mind. On the plus side, I did sleep through World War II and a bunch of other nastiness. I'll give Jack this, he's lived an awful lot for a guy who spent 60 years on ice. So you just woke up here one day? Not exactly. The thing is, after the Soviet Union collapsed, there really wasn't anybody left to pick up the tab for the operations here. And once the lab team stopped getting paid, they started stripping the place for parts, and eventually the people too. So one moment I'm freezing to death in a dingy off the Cape, in a dinghy off the Cape Nanyamo. The next I find myself on a slab face to face with a crazy one-eyed med student getting ready to remove my ribcage. Life, eh? It's how it be sometimes. Thankfully, I was able to talk my way out of that one. After that, I decided to find a way to keep the lights on in here. Figured I owed it to the other subjects who didn't get as lucky as I did. They're the closest thing I've got to family now. Fortunately, I already knew a thing or two about running a business and how to mix a decent cocktail on the cheap. And that's the story of Jack. I like him. Incredible. This is all I can get out, seeing as I'm busy stuffing my face with the last of the pasta. Pasta's good shit. In fact, I've been so engrossed in Jack's story that I've inhaled my entire meal without thinking. I don't even want to think about how I must have looked to him. Me. I swear I don't usually eat this much. Lies. I do. I eat a lot.
Oh.
Oh, that's quite alright. After all, you're going to need those calories later. What? What? He gives me a mischievous look as I almost choke on my meal. Cho's right. I'm talking about dancing, of course. Me too, Jack. Obviously. Silly. I'm not sure whether to be relieved or disappointed. Disappointed, is it? Dancing? Sure, I watch people dance all night, and yet at the end of my shift, there's no one left for me to dance with. Aww. I can't be the only person he's used that line on. But after a good meal and a couple of glasses of very decent wine, I am more than happy to play along. Gonna be honest with you, I'm not much of a dancer. You're not making me do the Charleston, are you? Not after a 10-hour shift. So don't fret, let's go with something simpler. With that, he reaches into the waistband of his pants, pulls out a revolver, and casually places it on the... Whoa. Alright. Right, he's been carrying that thing the whole time. Wouldn't want this to get in the way, would we? Get in the way of what, Jackie boy?
Sorry.
Alright. While I frantically try to at least remember some basic moves from my salsa class, Jack reaches behind one of the cylinders and pulls out a gaudy-looking CD boombox. then stares at the buttons like there's some kind of next level logic puzzle. Poor guy. Figures, right? Just as I'm starting to get the hang of vinyl, they have to go and invent something, some other damn thing. Need any help? If you don't mind. It's nice to have the upper hand for once. I switch on the player as Jack carefully observes my movements. So which track do you want? Let's go with number 3. Ooh. Jazz! A sweet jazzy tune starts playing. It's the kind of song that would be great for slow dancing if I had any slow dancing experience whatsoever. Which I do not. Well, too late to back down now.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Alright, you lead.
I'll lead, you follow. Easiest thing in the world.
Dancing with Jack. Yes, sir. And with that, he puts his hand on my waist and pulls me closer. Yes, sir. I'm having a hard enough time staying on my feet, and having Jack's face just inches from my own isn't making me feel any more steady. Look at his arm, do you see? He's got like the stitch marks on his arm. He's a zombie. He's a zombie. He's like Frankenstein's monster, but really hot. He's got grace enough for both of us, and he confidently leads me across the room, weaving and dodging past the tables around us, without even breaking a sweat. I do my best to keep up, or at least not step on his feet.
And twirl.
Yes, sir. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. He sends me spinning, leaving me trying my best to look graceful and not break my arm in the process.
Good. You're getting the hang of it. Again.
Okay. It's really making me work for this dinner. I do a slightly more gracious turn this time, landing straight in his arms. Ooh. And with that, he dips so low that I have no choice but to instinctively grab onto him. Well done.
Oh, was that too much?
Nope. Nope, we good. He sounds far too pleased with himself.
Apologies.
I like him.
It's been a while since I've had this much fun.
No need to apologize, Jack. His steps gradually slow. I realize I'm still holding on to him for dear life. Fine, it's fine. I'm not about to let go.
Hey.
Yes? Yes, Jack?
You don't mind how this night turned out, do you?
Well, this wasn't that bad, really.
I mean, dancing with a 90-year-old fossil who can't even use a computer in a room full of severed heads?
Honestly, sounds very up my street, Jack. I look at Jack, all too aware that I'm still a little red-faced after our lap around the dining room. But we both know the answer to that question, so I lean in and kiss him until we're both out of breath. Right, it sounds a bit more like me now. I don't think this night could have turned out any better.
Ah, so glad to hear it. Because I don't feel like letting you go just yet.
Okay. Okay.
Now, how about we find a room with slightly fewer eyeballs?
Alright. You gonna blindfold me again?
Of course. If you ask me nicely.
Yes, sir. Alright. Vintage mugshot. Spend the night with Jack. Spend the night with Jack? Jack and I spent the night together. Had an almost supernatural energy for someone who just finished her shift. He zombie-esque, that's why. Not bad for a 90-year-old fossil. Ooh. Oh, his room's cute. Oh, I didn't get to see anything? What? Come on, man. I wake up and slowly open my eyes. It takes me a moment to recall where I am, but the interior speaks for itself. I'm still at the icebox, albeit in a room with fewer corpses. Transforming a decrepit lab cell into a cozy bedroom is no small task, yet Jack seems to have succeeded. Yeah, it's nice. So, but is this Jack from... Oh, you can't see because my fucking head's in the way. Oh, there's a picture of Jack. Hold on. Oh, I can't... Okay. The once grimy wall switches and the metal pipes now bear a touch of warmth from the soft lighting and wall decor. I smiled to myself, all those dates trying to find a guy to leave the club with, and yet here I am, still here, in bed with a bartender, who was supposed to be my wingman for the night. I turn onto my side expecting to see Jack, but he's not there. Wait, what time is it again? I just hope I haven't slept through the day. But without any natural light, it's kind of hard to tell. As cozy as I am, I wouldn't want to waste my last day in Stradania. It's time to get dressed and face the walk of shame. I lift myself up from the bed and wince in pain. I've had worse hangover. Oh, it's from the hangover. Oh, I was just thinking something else. Should have just read on. But I'm definitely still feeling all those novelty cocktails from last night. The cocktails. Okay, that's. I was in pain from the cocktails, not anything else. I look at the bedside table to find an aspirin and a glass of water. Oh, and down. How thoughtful of Jack. Aw, Angel. I wait a few minutes to see if he comes back to avoid exploring the inner chambers of this place on my own. Oh, creepy. Like it. But at this point, I really need the bathroom, so I have no choice but to sneak out of the room and explore. I walk through a dim corridor trying to spot a WC sign. I can hear the banging of pots and pans and the sound of running water. The kitchen must be close. Is Alfonso in there? Is that coffee? Smells nice. No! Focus, Saya. I try a door next to the kitchen. Bingo! This must be the staff bathroom. Okay. This is cute. A bit run down, but clean looking. The walls are here covered in various hazard signs and safety procedures, leftovers from the previous owners, no doubt. Suddenly there's a voice? No, two voices. One sounds like Jack and the other seems unfamiliar, but has a strong Italian accent. Wait a second, is this... I notice a small window at the top of the bathroom wall and decide to take a peek. I see Jack having a heated argument with, I'm guessing, Alfredo? Oh, I called him Alfonso. My bad. Cute! Oh, I'm in the way. Oh no, this little guy right here. Hi! This is Alfredo. Except instead of a monstrous hooded figure, it's just a really tall man in a simple white shirt and an apron. Oh, you guys can't see because I'm blocking it, but it looks like there's a bullet wound in his neck. An intimidating, bluish-looking man covered in scars and stitches, but definitely in better shape than whatever it is I saw yesterday. And surprisingly well-groomed for what might as well be a zombie. He's sporting a stash and vintage glasses, and unlike Jack, he even kept his hairstyle in line with the 20s trends. Oh, he looked fine as hell. Oh, he's got bullet wounds as well. Jack, I mean. Thought I told you to get some rest, Alfredo. What even was that last night? You scared the shit out of my date with your little Frankenstein act. That's alright. I still stayed. I had to play Lynn's courier, his day rate, just to get him to deliver your medicine by dawn. So why are you up and running around again on your day off? Why? Have you seen the state you left in the kitchen, mio caro? It was filthy. I don't speak Italian. Every single surface! What did we do in the kitchen? I thought we agreed, when you cook, I clean. When I cook, you clean. And what do? Leave a feast for the cockroaches. Ah, did Alfredo cook us our meal and he was busy banging me and he just didn't clean up? Sorry. Maybe if you stop bringing random touristi in here and spend one night being a responsible adult, I could rest. I am just one of many. Jack rolls his eyes. Not this conversation again. He sighs and composes himself. Look, I'm sorry about the kitchen, but you can't expect me to drop everything and clean when I have a date over. That would be a major mood killer, as the kids say. How is it a mood killer? Sounds like a perfect couple activity to me. To you, sure, but as you know, I prefer other sorts of activities. Yes, you have your needs. You've made that abundantly clear, thank you. Ouch, I'm still confused about the nature of their relationship, but I'm pretty sure the two could benefit from some other couples therapy, if such a thing exists here. Anyway, what I keep trying to tell you is, the more you exert yourself, the more medication you need. Aww. Does he get tired out and that's why he needs the meds? Aww. And when it runs out, bad things happen, and you think I like seeing you like this? No, it's fucking terrifying. So I need you to take care of your health and save your energy for when it matters. After all, what will happen to this family without concealer? He looks at Alfredo with sad puppy eyes. This man could manipulate anyone. I know that Mary's actually done some little mini comics about these two on her Instagram, so you should check it out. It'll be in the description. Why do I always do this? These faces of yours are why I need so much medication. Aww. Kiro, I guess. Oh, is that his name? Guido? I can't speak Italian. Guido? I guess this is Jack's real name. Do you really want me to spend the rest of my life bedridden? Now when I'm finally free of the family and the things they were making us do? Ah, so these guys were like a mafia group or something? In Italy? I'm just happy I can live out the rest of my days in peace doing what I love, instead of ruining lives. So even if those days are cut short... Oh, you idiot! I keep telling you, I don't want them to be cut short. Why are you being so... Aww. I never thought I'd see Jack get this hot-headed over anything. Well, girl, you just met him. Makes me wonder which version is the real him. They can both be him. You've just met him. You don't know who he is. Okay, fine. I'll go. But then you have to finish the chores, as they say here. Less moping and more, mopping. There you go. He hands Jack a mop. I guess he's not getting out of chores this time. No, they don't. You literally just came up with that. I just brewed a fresh pot of cafe, by the way. Should be enough for you and your turista. He's so mean to me. I have a name. Aw, that's sweet, I think.
Thanks.
For us, you really shouldn't have, but thanks, Alfredo. You enjoy. Anguero? Guido? I know I complain a lot, but I also know you've been working long shifts this week. Aww. So, have fun on your day off. Oh, it's your day off? Can we hang? Alfredo gives him one last stern look before leaving. But not too much fun. Don't forget to mop. Yeah, go get some sleep already, old man. We don't want you turning into a zombie again. Ah, so he did turn into a zombie. And scaring the patrons. I was so invested in their back and forth, I almost missed the fact that Jack is about to come back into the bedroom while I'm out of here eavesdropping. Run. Thankfully, he's diligently mopping the floors as asked, and managed to sneak out past everyone and back into bed. Moments later, I'm hard at work pretending to be asleep when Jack comes back.
Morning, you.
Hey, cutie. Sorry for waking you up, but it's almost noon and I figured you wouldn't want to miss the rest of your trip. How are you feeling? I sit up on the bed and stretch. Wait. Not bad. Pretty good. A little rough, if I'm honest.
I see.
I'm not surprised. It's been quite a night for us both.
Here you go.
It's not much, but here's some coffee. Alfredo just brewed a first batch, and I have to say it's pretty damn good. I take a sip and immediately feel better. Then again, at this point, Jack could serve me cryopod goo, and I still wouldn't refuse it. Fair. How's Alfredo doing? He seems a little under the weather last night. Yeah, much better. He seems surprised I asked or even remembered. Should I confess to eavesdropping or move on? Oh no! I'm not a good liar. I overheard your conversation. I'm just gonna be chill about it. I'll be honest, I overheard you and Alfredo talking while I was in the bathroom.
Huh?
Oh, don't know. No, I don't know. You both are a bit pry, aren't they? Relationship. Yeah. I saw you with Alfredo. I couldn't but wonder. Are you two together? Is that how we come across? A little bit like a married couple. Sorry if I jump to conclusions. It's complicated. That's not a no. Not something I want to make public, living in the world we live in. That's fair. But since I trust you won't be spending the rest of your trip spreading rumors. We fooled around back in the day. But even back then he was just a serious older man and I was a promiscuous menace, to say the least. I like that dynamic. I'm in the middle of it. It was never meant to be. That is, until we both got stuck in this ice for a few decades. Now, all we've got is each other. Let's face it, no one else could ever understand what we've been through. Fair. And yet our needs and wants couldn't be more different. We do our best to make it work, but it's not perfect. Aww, so I guess they're kind of like an old married couple, but in an open marriage is what this looks like. Soz. This gives me Interview with the Vampire vibes. So you went with an open relationship? Is that what they call it nowadays? I suppose that fits. As long as it's okay for me to be here. Don't you worry about that. Trust me, he's glad I have someone to keep me company instead of me constantly interrupting his reading time. Or baking time, or gardening time, or building those stupid tiny ships in bottles. It's amazing how many hobbies a man can have when it's not constantly preoccupied with sex. Can be me though. Me neither. Glad we're on the same page. Anyway, enough of that. It's a beautiful day outside, and here I am whining about my relationship problems instead of letting you enjoy it. So, doing anything fun on this fine day? Sightseeing? Shopping? Of course, I wouldn't mind if you stayed a little longer. I don't know, I've got a few options now. I'm sure I could find us something to do. He makes a good case. By the way he looks at me, I don't think he's lying. I honestly expected to be kicked out first thing in the morning with how these things usually go, so this is a pleasant surprise. I need to think carefully about my plan for today. Should I spend the last day of my trip with Jack or head out and see more of the city? I'm gonna stay with Jack. I like him. He's cute. He's a vibe. And I told you, I like someone that's either chill or flamboyant, and Jack is both, so got it. I gently put the empty coffee cup on the bedside table and slide off the covers. I'll stay if you come back to bed.
Is that so?
Yeah. Jack sits on the edge of the bed next to me. I feel his silky robe brush against my thigh, and as good as it looks, I wish I could just tear it off him already. Now see, this is more my speed right here.
I thought you'd be eager to leave by now.
No, I'm good. This is a great trip. I love it here.
I didn't exactly go easy on you last night.
See, that's what I was expecting, and then she said she was in pain because of the booze. Like, he traces his fingers over the marks he left on my body. Is he concerned or just admiring his work? Second.
And yet, here you are, asking for more, and looking so stunning.
Stop. Let's go. He gently strokes my face. Alright, I'm ready.
But if you insist, I have no choice but to comply.
I'm sorry to put you out, Jack. I tried to return his touch, but he playfully pins my wrist to the bed as he continues to explore my body. Well, if he wants to take charge, I sure won't stop him.
I can't leave you unsatisfied now, can I?
You are so kind. Why would I ever want to leave when you keep being this nice to me?
Oh?
I see how it is. Ooh, bit closer. Just as I let my guard down completely, his hands tighten around my wrists. He presses himself against me and leans in so close I can feel his breath in my ear.
Maybe I should tie you up like this, then.
The music stopped, so I don't know if this is sexy or scary.
Lock you up in one of those pods and keep you here as my plaything.
My question was answered instantly. Was that not the right choice?
Then I could have my way with you anytime I want. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Nah. I like to go outside and shit too, though, so... I tried to wriggle myself out of his hold, but I'm completely immobilized. This took a turn. Should have gone with shit parade. More than that, he seems to enjoy watching me struggle. What was that about the pods? You good?
Sorry, was that too much? I think I got a little carried away there.
We're gonna take it down a notch, Jack. He lets go, looking somewhat embarrassed. Alright. For me, as a real person, as a real human person, get the fuck off me, man. But it's a game. Don't judge me. I give him a seductive look. It's okay. I wouldn't mind being locked up here with you. Good, that's what I like to hear.
Well then.
I'll go get the chains. Okay, right. This is a game, so it's make-believe. I prefer, you know. He hesitates. I don't think he's thought this scenario through. See, look, he's soft. It should be the other way around. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I'm not that experienced with roleplay. Babe, you see? Back in my old line of work, when I tied people up, they were fighting and begging for their lives. And now, here we are doing this for fun.
Are you sure?
You do actually want this. You're not secretly terrified or planning on calling the cops? Because that's the last thing this place needs. Sorry then. So that's his actual concern. I keep saying this, but it's a good thing he's so charming, or else... I climb onto his lap and meet his eyes. As much as I want to be dominated by a time-traveling mobster, it's nice to know he's somewhat mindful about this. Do I look terrified to you? He laughs.
Oh?
No, but you really should be, you little deviant. I like that. He puts his hand on my neck and pulls me close. Last night was just the appetizer. You, my dear, have no idea what you're getting yourself into. And how about you show me? Do we know our safe word? Should we go with mobster? Internet spaghetti. Let's go with internet. Now when you figure out what the internet is, you always think of me. Jack cracks up. Yeah. My arch nemesis, eh? That'll stop me in my tracks. Cute!
Well then.
then it's settled. Let me prepare a few things. In the meantime, be a good little captive and wait here. Yes, sir. Don't even think about running away. Not to brag, but I can get pretty creative with my punishments. For starters, I just got the Godfather trilogy on VHS. As soon as I can figure out how to play the damn things, I'm making you watch all of it. Cute. All while I do unspeakable things to you, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way, Jack. But first, picks up a familiar piece of cloth and blindfolds me yet again. Be right back. And shuts the door behind him. Where? There goes the rest of my day. I briefly think about visiting some of the others I met last night, but hey, looks like Jack wants me all to himself, and right now I'm more than okay with it. I stretch out on the bed and wait for his return. A few moments later, he comes back, picks me up and carries me for a good few minutes before finally letting go. Great. I open my eyes to find myself in a room full of pods. Some still have bodies impaled with cables and wires in them. I avert my eyes. The one next to me, however, is empty and equipped with restraints. Was this Jack's pod, do you reckon? Kinky.
So...
Welcome to our storage facility. Jack, are they watching? Wait, are they awake? Like... This is the very pod. It is Jack's pod! Aww! This is the very pod I was kept in. God only knows what they were doing to us in here. We've got a lot of scars, mate. You see that? Like, this is what I was talking about with Alfonso, too. Now it's your turn to be the test subject. Get in. I comply. And step into the pod, letting Jack tighten the restraints around my wrists. I see you're being very obedient today. I like that. I squint as the blue light floods the pod. Every inch of my body is on display. You make a fine research specimen, Saya. Because I put my own name in here, it feels weirder, you know? Should use a fake name. Where to begin? There's so much I've yet to learn about your body after all. What do you want to know? He was in a tray filled with unfamiliar devices. Devices? Don't worry, most of these have been repurposed for pleasure. Alright. There was pleasure without a little pain. Alright. 50 Shades of Jack. Spent a day with Jack. I was thoroughly experimented on that day. Later that night, Jack made us dinner and with some help got that Godfather VHS running. I half watched as I napped on his shoulder, exhausted but happy. Good then. That was the one part of the trip no one got to hear about back home. That's okay. I know I'll never forget it. Yay! That was cute. That was cute. That was cute. Mary Sappho! There she is. This is my girl. There, right there. Art by Mary Sappho. Mary! I love Jack. Jack's great. Oh, these are all the voices. Cute. Well done, guys. Soundtrack was actually great, Ninjan. Loved it. That was really cool. That was awesome. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I think I picked right with Jack. I like Jack. Well done. Jesus Christ, I can't get his hair. That was so good, Mary. Well done. That was great. Ah, it's me! Yay! Amazing. Drugs and wires fail. Oh, Laura Hutton was also in our class at school. Oh, that was so cute. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Let me see what souvenirs I got. Pew! Oh, I got quite a few actually. What's this one? Oh, okay. Let's look at some of these. Oh, that's the map that Dan drew all over. Pancakes. Don't. Just don't. Aww. Oh, we did travel quite far to that cafe, didn't we? From Icebox all the way to Abyss Cafe. Yeah. Okay, what's this? Budweiser. Love it. That's cute. Aww. Okay. Damn. Jack was fine as hell. Alias is Handsome Jack. You're fine as hell. Look at this cutie pie. Oh, and yeah, I got Jack's ones there. I missed out on a few, but that's okay. That was sweet. I like that. Let's go back. Return. That was so cute. I had so much fun, actually. That was really sweet. Glad I went with Jack. God damn. God damn. Look at this beautiful boy. Look. Right there. If you'd like to see more of Jack, then yeah, check out Mary's Instagram. I'll link it either on the video or in the box down below. And yeah, there's some little like mini comics of Jack and Alfredo and stuff. So cute. And of course, Mary has all of her other stuff that she did of her other characters and her comic and everything, like these guys. Especially Daniel over there. Yeah. So check out some of her stuff. It's really cool. It's really interesting. And I'm so proud of her for working on this. This is great. I hope that she can branch off and do a whole bunch of other stuff as well, and more dating sims. Just add a whole bunch of them. I want loads of characters to spend really weird evenings with. Make it weird and make it R-rated, all right? Because some parts, you know, I'd like to see more Jack. I'm just saying. Thank you for watching this and checking it out with me. And if you guys could support it, that would be really great. It's Dates and Wires, as you can see down here. You'll be able to get it on Steam. And she actually gave me a code as well. So if somebody would like the code to get it for free, then send me a message on Instagram and let me know. If you guys could show her some love, that would mean a lot. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.